Last orders at the bar, please.
Welcome to Tavern Tales, a curated 5e Dungeons & Dragons adventure set in the tales of the Yawning Portal campaign module by Wizards of the Coast. Previously on Tavern Tales, trapped in a seesaw-like floor trap, our group is desperate to solve the puzzle and move on, however they can.
Come sit down and drink with the enemy, raise a glass and toast to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So come sit down and laugh with the enemy, raise a glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So I won't end up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink alone. So what about you? One beer or two, I'll drink to you.
So what does ill in Elvish mean?
Cool.
Really? Actually cool?
No.
I got excited.
It is a name.
I feel like if I speak this name, bad things are going to happen.
Don't say it, then.
Say my name, say my name. What's the, you said there's a rectangular thing in there as well?
Yeah, there's a square panel with an arch.
Oh, does it look like the alcove and the square panel of the floor?
Nope.
Oh, damn it.
That'd be cool if it did, but it doesn't say that it does in the book. Twinning snakes are on an arched panel. No, it's nothing like that. Just a square panel with an arched top.
I'm going to take a closer look at the square panel with the arch.
Cool. Everybody's gathered around because really it's 5 foot by 5 foot and 4 of you are in the space. So you can't help but be watching, and you open it up and there are some lightly glowing beads inside the panel. A wall of lighted, colorful beads.
Huh. You two, the magic people, that look fishy at all?
This is where you're getting the weirdness.
It looks weird. Do I know what kind of weirdness? No.
That's just where you got it. I mean, it's faded by now, probably.
Nope. Well, the fish seemed fishy. I don't know anything about these beads.
Definitely looks fish-like. Definitely looks fish-like.
The fish looked fish-like. Maybe these are like its eggs, and then like you hatch them.
It's like a panel of beads.
Like a panel.
Is there anywhere to put these beads?
They're very small.
Okay.
Pikachu backpack.
Where would you put the beads?
I don't know. I was looking like if there's like anywhere in the coffer to like.
Not on the coffer itself or not on the figurine. No.
No? Okay.
Do you want to pull one out and check it out?
Yeah.
Okay. You reach in and touch a bead, and when you touch one of the beads, the panel starts to close. You can't pull it out as the panel is closing.
Panel?
Yeah, the little panel that you couldn't see initially, like the little archway there. You pushed that, and then the panel opened, and you could see these little lighted beads inside.
Oh.
When you touch one of the beads, the panel starts to close.
I stopped touching it.
The panel closes the rest of the way, and the figurine starts to go, and the little fins that are upon it start to flutter and flap, and the eyes of the figurine open, and it blinks, and it looks around, and then it tries to fly out of your hands.
Yeah.
I hold it so it doesn't fly.
Okay.
Whoa, where are you going? What are you? Does it talk?
No.
Cool. I'm going to say its name in Elvish.
Go ahead.
What was it again?
Very good memory.
Ilendra?
That is wrong.
Ilnedra?
Ilnidroth.
Very good. Ilnidraw. And nothing happens. It's still like fluttering away.
Do you need me to smack it? I mean,
It's fluttering just enough that you knew that if you let it go, it would start to fly.
maybe it'll take us somewhere. Maybe if we let it go and we follow it, we have to get back out to the hallway.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to let it go.
Sure.
No, I mean, let it go once we're out.
It looks around and starts to fly in place.
Oh.
Hello, do you speak at all?
Does not respond to you.
Huh.
Maybe you have a friend now.
Is it like still made of copper and flying?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to go back to that little alcove thing.
Okay.
The little tiny one. Can I make it open again at all?
Open what?
With the little beads.
That's inside of
That's
it.
inside the figurine. that was in the figurine. It's like in the butt of the figurine. You opened a panel in the butt, touched its beads. The butt panel closed, and now it's flying around.
Think you pushed the on button.
That was on.
Got it. I was so confused. Is there anything else in the coffer?
Good idea. Is there anything else in the coffer?
Dust.
Cool. Yes. Dust in the coffer.
And my broken dreams.
And a shattered unicorn figurine.
Oh, no.
Apparently. I mean, Florida man's broken dreams. That seems like the perfect thing.
Look at very clear space.
I'm gonna
Boo.
close the coffer.
Okay. You close the coffer. Click. Do you put the latch on it or no?
No.
All right.
I'm gonna check the rest of this alcove if there's any kind of
Nothing else.
Damn it. I'm gonna.
You spend a couple minutes doing that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm going.
It's hard because like everyone is in this alcove. It's very crammed. It's very packed. 8-foot tall terrafolk with 16-foot wingspan in a 5-foot by 5-foot space with all of you.
Yeah, that feels too cramped. I'm actually gonna go and jump back down to the space below.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you slide back down to the space below. Sounds fine.
Is there anything along there?
No.
Does the copper thing stay up there?
Yep.
I'm gonna jump back up.
It's 12 feet
Jump up.
Well, I'm gonna click my rod and do. The
All right, you
whole
click
thing.
your rod.
My back up in the alcove.
Sure.
Yes. Okay.
Why not?
I don't know what to do.
Exactly.
Guys.
Penny's gonna just like tap the fish guy and see what happens. Just gonna poke
it's
it.
not frozen in space, so you poke it and it bobbles and fixes itself and hovers in the air,
Doesn't react. Okay.
Is it staying in the one stationary?
staying in one spot.
I'm gonna grab the fish.
All right, you grab the fish.
I'm gonna poke its butt.
You poke the butt.
Does it open?
No.
And knock on its butt.
Sure. Why not? You're hoping to open the arch, the panel. You
Yeah.
open the panel.
Okay, I'm gonna press a different bead.
All right. The thing continues to flutter and fly.
Turn off. I want to put you in the Pikachu backpack.
Still trying to fly from your hand.
I'm gonna put it in the Pikachu backpack.
Now the Pikachu back.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, it's still pulling away. And as soon as you put it in the Pikachu backpack, it flies out.
Oh, boo.
Yeah.
Stop.
Tex is going to put his hand out, see if it wants to land in my hand.
Tex looks like he's trying to get a high five from someone.
I want the thing to high five
And
me.
Penny obliges.
Nice. All these high fives happen around, slap some skin. The figure does not pay you any mind.
Maryland is gonna go through her bag
Sure.
and see if she's got any kind of like small coin.
You have small coin. I don't doubt.
Sure. Yeah, probably.
Do spend a white gem to have small coin, but you have a couple coppers.
I'm gonna hold a copper towards it.
Uh-huh. It does not do anything.
I'm gonna open the coffer, put a copper in it.
Okay, put a copper in the coffer while sipping on a coffee. Nothing happens. The copper's still in the coffer.
Is the coffer liftable?
Yes. It's
I'm
like
gonna lift up the coffer.
silver box sort of thing.
Okay.
Round arched lid, latch. It's pretty. Holds up 1 foot by 1 foot sort of figurine.
Cool.
And a broken unicorn.
Is there anything underneath the box?
No.
Guys, I'm kind of stumped.
Well, I have two ideas. One idea is we put it back in the coffer so we can at least move it around because it doesn't seem to be able to get out of there. Or I can dispel the magic because we know it's magic and I can make it stop being magic. But then I don't know. I don't think we can put it back on. So
You hear Alabama say something in the background like, guys? Where the hell did they go?
we're over here.
All right, you communicate with Alabama and give Alabama
The lowdown.
confirmation that you have not left him. The walls have just moved.
We found the elevator.
Oh man.
I feel like this has been not a waste of our time because we found a magical flying fish, which is always awesome. But maybe we should go.
Yeah, it sounds like a great idea. Where?
Yeah.
We're out.
How?
Back the way we came.
We can't. Oh.
There's a giant wall kind of stopping us.
Maybe if we go and I misty step over there, it'll like counter pivot.
No, it is a seesaw.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Are we just going to leave the fish? Or should I try to put back?
I don't know.
It's a 15-foot jump, just so you know, to get to the lip, the 2-inch step.
I could just misty step there, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
3 of you would be able to... no, it's 10 foot wide. Of course, all of you could go and lean against it. 2 of you could share the same 5-foot space. Why not? I don't care.
Yeah, guess we could try that. I don't see anything else.
Bye, floating fish friend.
I'm going to take the coffer, and I'm gonna try to. I still want the fish. It's
You want to
cool.
capture it?
I want to try and put it back in the coffer. I
Okay.
think it's easier to transport that way. I attempt to put the fish back in the coffer.
Okay.
I succeed.
Sure.
Yay! And I can carry it with me now.
Sure.
Yay!
It is making a ton of noise as it flies and batters against the silver coffer.
I can just drown it out with my singing.
We're gonna have
Maybe.
reduce stealth probably because it's
Yeah.
gonna be so loud.
Bang, bang, bang.
Open it back up and dispel,
Dispel
magic.
magic. That's why I asked your opinion.
I feel like we're not getting the puzzle like a bunch of idiots, and so
It's a fish. Water?
maybe
Good.
we
Dump
probably-
some water on this fish. Does that do anything?
Do you think that this flying fish thing has anything to do with the shifting floor? Is that what your concern is?
No.
You just are interested in the flying fish thingy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I feel like it has something to do with the puzzle of us getting out of here in the floor.
Absolutely does not.
Does not?
Nope.
It's just a cool fish.
It's just a cool fish.
They are unrelated.
it's a something else.
But there is no way out of this area.
This alcove doesn't have any kind of little notes on it. Like there's no scrawling on the floor.
Correct.
Ah, okay. This fish is going to bug me so much.
Just ignore the fish. I got it clinking away. Or I can get rid of it.
It might be something else that we need it for.
That's what I'm afraid of. I don't think I
Yeah.
can re-magic it.
Okay, so it's like a seesaw thing, and it's blocked us off from the exit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm not smart enough for this right now.
Should we just like look around and
Yeah.
do some perception checks?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd like
Where are
to
you looking
perceive.
around?
I'm going to be on the bottom, on the ground, looking there, and someone else can look somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll look at the kick plate.
That's a good idea.
Sure.
You said this is Elvish, right?
Sorry, what are you doing with the coffer?
I am not going to dispel it. I'm just going to hang on to it for now until we decide what to do with the fish.
And you all have disadvantage on any perception check you might wish to make at this point then.
It's distracting. Just let it float around. It's fine.
Trust me, my son played his Find My iPad sound today, and it went off for 5 minutes because he was upstairs and he didn't realize it was sitting right next to me. And I thought, oh, he'll hear it and come running. And I almost lost my shit.
That's
So,
fair.
yeah.
Just let it
it's
float
a lot
around.
like
It's
that.
fine.
Bang, bang, bang,
If
bang,
it's rhythmic,
bang.
it's okay.
It is
If
not
it's
rhythmic.
Well, then that's going to bother me, so I let it go.
Okay. It hovers there in the air. Oh, it looks around and then hovers in the air.
Wherever I let it go, that's where it hovers?
Yeah, sure.
As approximately.
It flies up into the air
Mm-hmm.
and then hovers and looks around and then hovers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It looks around. What is it looking for?
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. You're all down below and you all make a perception check.
Yay.
Dang it!
You have failed. You're probably still focused on the flying fish thing.
Can I roll a knowledge check on the fish?
What sort of knowledge check?
A religion check? Is it tied to anything?
Sure, you can make a religion check.
15?
You tell me what religious thing has a flying fish that looks around.
It is the deity symbol of the elven sea folk. They look to it as a guide when they're trying to get out of a storm. And
Perfect.
it said that the fish flies ahead of the boat and it guides them through.
Guides them out. Yeah, love it. Thank you. Well done.
I got a 19 on my perception.
Excellent. Did you beat everybody else? Is it
I
the
did not.
highest?
Yep.
With your 19, you've determined, yeah, there's nothing down here at the bottom that can help you free your way.
I was looking at the kick plate.
You mean the metal seam, the cylinder of metal?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you get over there?
Misty stab.
Oh, you used your Misty Step?
Sure.
Cool. Okay. I mean, you could have
That's-
easily just made an athletics check. but
Fine.
whatever.
I'll do an athletic. I am also, if I can't do it with athletics, I'll do it.
All right, here we go. Ready? She jumps from the coffer
A 9.
and you fall and you take
Ow.
3 bashing damage
Damn it.
as you roll into your comrades as you've tried to jump from the... But thank you for that. That was very pretty. You may have a blue gem.
Can I try and run up the angle to get up with an athletics?
You may attempt.
Hoping, because I actually have points in athletics. 19.
That is enough for you to manage to barely grip the 2 inches, and you're hanging there with both hands against the lip. 2 inches, fingertips, fingers.
Yeah, so just the lip, is it like there's a lip and then there's more?
Yeah, there's an additional 10 feet up, right? Because the stair was only a 2-inch step.
Okay, and that additional 10 feet up, is there like a
Is
place
the
to
rest
stand?
no?
It's just a wall?
The only place you would possibly have to stand is if you were leaning very hard against that extra 10 feet with all of your weight pushed against the 2 inches of the step.
I didn't think this through.
Slide, come down.
Perceive things while you're up there. What do you perceive?
So it like completely closed off the room, right? So there's no...
Yeah, we're just I'm having a hard time picturing it because I also thought I had more space above me
This is what it looks like now.
Oh.
to have to get over that lip to get anywhere or nowhere.
Okay.
So the main point is we're effed
Yeah.
up the A.
What is that part of this floor made out of? Is it like stone that's now like the wall? Is it stone?
The whole floor?
Yeah. Was it made
Stone.
out of stone?
Yeah.
To be in Earth Genasi right now. Rock meld.
So to be clear, that piece of metal
Yeah.
that was there,
Yeah.
that hasn't moved.
Yeah. It's in the
It's
same.
still where it was before. It just
Pivot.
pivoted. It is the fulcrum upon which all is there, and your fingers are resting upon it right now.
So if we get to the other side, like I could maybe Misty
Wait,
step
down.
up there. I
Okay,
don't know if that'll
physics,
work.
guys. If we're all on the fulcrum, then the floor would even out because there's no weight on the bottom of the floor. Except it didn't,
When
though,
you
because
didn't when you were all, that's
all in
right.
the alcove. When the floor tipped, did we hear a lock?
I don't know. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't.
Damn it. Okay. Well, hanging here is really fun. I'm going to try and pull myself up so I'm
Okay.
standing on the
Yeah,
lip.
absolutely. You have a good strength. You're like, what
18.
ton of strength.
Yeah.
So,
Anything up there?
No.
Press all the buttons.
I'm going to shimmy along till I get to the wall.
yeah.
Is there anything on the wall at all?
So you can kind of see barely the space between the floor and the wall where the bar, you can see it a little bit better at this point.
Yeah.
Because of your new vantage and the way everything is shifted, you can see that.
Can I do a perception check up here to see if I see anything different from like about the alcove or the space?
Yes.
Please be good.
Okay, what's everybody else doing while Chelsea's doing all of this?
I feel like we need to get off the floor.
Okay, what are you going to do?
Marilyn, do you need your like sticky thing?
My my movable rod.
Yeah. So what you do is you put it in the air and then like drop a rope down, and we'll all get on the rope.
Cool. Yeah,
And
okay.
then at least we won't be like weighing down potentially whatever counterweight is on there.
Does that mean everybody climbs up to the thing or you're just going to hang?
Yeah, we'll climb up to the thing,
All right, cool. You're all, if you want to be, now up, hanging on the ledge, balanced precariously, along with Maryland. You may all make a perception check.
Ha!
There's a spent blue gem
Good
from
choice.
Maryland.
Ooh.
Wow, Maryland rolled double threes. Maryland is tired from her exertion of hauling everyone up.
That's fair.
She's stuck in the middle and can't get to the edges. And how did we do?
18.
18.
16.
Damn
The
it.
three of you have all determined how you'll get free of this thing. And that is, you're going to have to break the floor around the steel beam, the steel cylinder. If you can knock the steel cylinder out of the floor will fall or whatever it is it needs to do, or crash and the like, because that's what's holding everything up. That's going to take the right tools and time.
Do you guys relay this information to me?
Yeah.
They all rolled and they all got this information.
We just
as they were
start talking about it. We're like, we need to break the floor around the metal thing. We have a crowbar. What else do we have?
I've got
Miner's
a hammer
pick.
and 10 pitons. What are pitons again?
Pitons?
Pitons?
Pitons.
I have,
Are
a
those-
Those can be used as wedges, so that's good.
I have a shovel. I
Yeah.
also have thunder wave, but I think that might hurt us probably. It won't break the
Shovel's
floor.
not going to help you either.
But the miner's pick
should.
will.
The crowbar will. The hammer and the pitons.
Crowbar, not so much, but your hammer and pitons for sure. How about you, Tex?
I have a bad roll.
That is not going to help.
No, I don't have anything that will help.
Thanks for contributing to
Yep.
help get your sister.
You're a ranger,
I'm going to
Yeah, I'm a
hand
ranger.
out pitons to everybody.
though they don't have hammers to use them.
Oh,
So.
okay. Well, I'm going to just start taking pitons.
You know those
and
things
hammer?
that they tink into the wall to do climbing where they
Yeah.
set? That's a piton.
Okay, so I'm going to wedge the piton between the steel and the rock.
Yeah. And then you're going to start hitting it with a hammer to try to chip away the rock. Yep.
It's going to take a long time.
What are you going to do there, Florida man?
All I have is a crowbar,
Oh,
some
okay.
hand axes, but I don't really want to.
Yeah, you could definitely ruin a couple
Yeah.
hand axes on this floor if you would like to.
Could you
Okay.
use the crowbar as a hammer to hit the pitons?
Poorly, yes.
Penny's actually going to offer the miner's pick to Florida Man because
Yeah.
she's stronger.
I'll pick with the miner's pick.
Okay.
That's all my stuff.
I'm going to pick this.
All right. There does not seem to be any other way to resolve this difficulty than to now chop up the floor to release the mechanism that's holding it
Probably something really
and knocking it down.
stupid that we couldn't see.
So 2 hours later,
2 hours later.
you're all exhausted. Not that you take a level of exhaustion, but you're all like literally wiped out when the floor finally goes ka-chunk and falls back down and everything resets. It doesn't even reset. It just literally drops and the wedge of it there. Now you have a walk up and Alabama says, took you long enough? Because I feel like that would be something that Paige would say.
Yeah, fair.
Are we able to see inside of the mechanism at all?
The floor fell down to the right spot. Sure. Yeah. It's got it's just a spinning steel wheel. And on one other side over there, a spinning steel cylinder. And on the far side, closer to the alcove, there was a piece of bamboo that had was holding it in place. And when you stepped on it, it broke the piece of bamboo. So it caused everything to fall and shift to where it fell to where it is normally. And then, of course, you knocked it out. Did you take 6 points of poison damage?
No, but I will.
That's what happens. Because 2 hours have passed. As soon as it falls, the winged creature sees the opening and starts to fly to it, sees that the path continues ahead and to the right, and turns to the right and starts flying down the corridor.
I feel like we should follow it.
Sure.
Agreed.
We all start following it.
We sure do.
This poison. Try breathing less.
Okay, so the thing flies all the way up to where you were before, turns to the right, flies all the way down to the edge of where the secret door was with the shield and whatnot, and then hovers there for a few moments, and then turns and flies back and goes to the right and starts to fly down that new 5 foot by 5 foot first path out of this corridor area that you were going before.
Maryland will keep following it, but is very aware of traps as she's going.
Sure, it gets to the end of that corridor, and then instead of turning right, it just comes right back down towards you.
Can I go and check where it went to the corridor? Is it blocked off?
No, there's another way through there. You see something, but it distracts you because you're still trying to follow the creature. It then turns back towards the place with the statue with the shield that has blocked off the entry to the grand hall. It pauses and hovers there for a couple moments and then flies forward, passing the corridor that it just went down, turning to the left again where you all just were, flies all the way down that corridor, now that corridor, and then turns to the right because you turned to the left earlier to go into the alcove, and there is a door there, and it hovers there for a few moments. The door is a bronze door that is slightly ajar.
Should we push it open?
Maybe we should check for traps first.
Can I peek inside it all? Or is it not ajar enough?
It is assuredly ajar enough for you to peek inside. When you do so, though, you open it like an inch or so, and the figurine flies into the room. This is a massive bronze door, and it opens into a grand chamber. The place is filled with rubble, life-sized statuary. Much of it is broken. Standing in ranks is an army of clay statues in what must have been once an impressive array. Now, half of them are fallen and crumbled. Near the door next to you, it gives you a shock initially, are a pair of spear wielders, perhaps 20 of them, outfitted only in scraps of leather now. So initially you're like, oh wait, those are statues. At their feet lay obsidian spearheads and bits of rotten wooden shafts. Behind those figures are archers in a scattered formation. Few of them remain standing, their arrows gone, but they hold laminated bows that are dried and worm-eaten. Farther into the room, you can see more figures with other types of weapons and whatnot, and even further on, there's even more of these things. You start to be unable to see that far because your torch is on one side of the door. The figurine has flown into the room.
Huh. Do you want to divine?
Yeah, I'll divine sense.
So all of that just transpired to get to here, combined with everything that happened previous, is an hour. So you take 3 more damage.
I need to heal myself.
How bad are you right now?
Really bad.
Maryland's going to go through her bag and fish out the healing potion she has. And she's going to toss it to Florida Man there.
What does it do?
It's a healing potion.
No, but like for how much?
Florida Man can just touch herself
Yeah.
and heal herself.
I've got.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know
She
if
literally
she'd be
has
able to heal
healing
herself
potion fingers.
enough. Okay, well then I'll keep that because
She's
I don't.
magic fingers. They're soothing and give you relief. Magic fingers.
No.
What? No. What's wrong with magic fingers?
They're perverts. That's what's wrong with them. Y'all perverts.
I cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay, do it.
Does anyone have any Gatorade?
That is your spell cast.
I love it.
No gems for you.
That's
okay.
the most Florida Man thing.
It's very
I could
Florida Man.
think of.
That was very Florida Man.
All right.
Florida Man drinks Gatorade, thinks it's a cure-all.
Yeah, that makes
Exactly.
Cool. You have healed yourself for whatever you needed to heal yourself for, I'm going to gather.
Yeah, I'm going to do the rest with lay on hands. So I also touch myself a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Mainly in the lung area. I assume that's where the poison is affecting me.
Yeah, of course. You magic hands your lungs, magic fingers.
Going to go up to full.
Okay.
That took an hour, -3.
Yeah, to you. Yeah, exactly. Eh? Would you like to enter this room?
No.
Okay.
But yes, but not yet.
Yet.
Yeah, divine sense.
Yeah.
Wow. Nothing? Okay.
Nothing?
They just look like clay peeps.
Magic?
How many spell slots do you want me to use up today?
Oh, I don't know how you guys do your thing. I'm a rogue. I'm going to see if there's any kind of a trap around the door. Is there anything attached to the door? So when I open it,
How long do you spend looking?
long enough to not die? Is that long enough?
You tell me. How long do you spend looking
I'm
for
going
a
to
trap?
spend 5 minutes looking on this door.
You find nothing.
Okay. I am going to slowly open the door.
Okay. The door was already open.
Was it open all the way?
No, I said it was open a little bit, and you
Yeah.
ended up pushing it open a little bit more. The figurine flew through.
Got
You
it.
saw what you saw initially, and then you spent 5 minutes making sure there was no other trap around the door, right?
Yes.
Okay, everyone else is playing Parcheesi and waiting for you?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, I like Parcheesi.
All right, cool. Excellent. You open the door. Now you can see further into the room. There are figures with war clubs and hand axes wearing scraps of lacquered leather, sandals, and caps. Beyond all of this, though, in the north, the further end of the chamber across from the door, are a group of statues that must have been an honor guard, because these warriors wear feathered robes and headdresses and are armed with pitted bronze spears. Each of these figures wears a breastplate made of shells. They are standing near a domed structure. The stuccoed dome has no apparent openings. And on the east wall, to your right, you can see 2 carved stone columns flanking the remains of a covered sedan or a litter with statues and attendants nearby.
Don't touch anything, she says as she looks at Maryland.
Okay, Maryland is going to slowly start walking forward, doing her best not to knock anything down, because we know how that happened last time.
Make an acrobatics check.
Sounds good.
Use blue gem.
If I do bad on acrobatics, that's sad, guys.
You use a blue gem.
I will.
For
20.
once in your life. Yeah, okay, you don't touch anything. You manage to step lithely over all of the different things that you would need to step over, and you don't disturb anything as you make your way into the room. Sure. You're now standing next to a bunch of broken figurines, life-sized G.I. Joes.
Is there any, I guess, tripwires or anything
No.
in this? Okay, cool. I'm going to go and investigate those people with the feathers.
Cool, yeah, looks like an honor guard. All of it is destroyed. None of it is of any value except maybe these shell breastplates, but only to a museum of antiquities.
Into the backpack.
Do we see where the bronze fish thing went?
Yeah, it's hovering in the room.
Just nowhere in particular.
It is somewhere in particular, but not like of any significant relevance.
Florida
There
Man.
is a door over to your right against the far eastern wall, and that door is closed. It's hovering near there.
Florida Man's going to put one of the shell breastplates into the Pikachu backpack
Sure.
and some of the stone.
Just because.
Maryland's going to make her way to the attendant sedan area. Whenever I say sedan, I just think of the car. So
Yeah, me too. Too bad it's not a wagon. I love wagon.
So you make your way over to the litter. It's destroyed. It doesn't seem to be of any value or significance. The only thing that seems to be interesting at all is this large stucco dome that you cannot see into, which is in the northwestern side of the room.
Can I walk into this dome?
It is a fully closed dome.
Like just like a...
A dome, not a cylinder, a dome. Yeah, there you go. Like an igloo without an entrance. So a dome.
Got it. An igloo without an entrance. Very good visual. Thank you.
There you go.
I understood that.
Very Canadian.
Very good. It's like Mad Max and the Thunderdome without Mad Max and the Thunder.
Just a dome.
Just dome.
Just dome. Gonna go towards that door in the northwest corner.
Raise a glass and drink with the enemy. Raise a glass and sing with the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own. And raise a glass and toast to the enemy. Raise a glass and sing to the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own.
This concludes this episode of Tavern Tales, a curated Dungeons & Dragons 5e game set in the Tales of the Yawning Portal adventure module by Wizards of the Coast. Our intro and outro music is the song Tavern Tales by the Bad Billy Band. You can find out more about the Bad Billy Band on iTunes or at www.badbillyband.com or follow them on Twitter at badbillyband. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or find us on Twitter at tavern_tales. We'll be back next week with more of the adventure.